Hello everyone! Today we are going to create a tier list of GTA 4 characters based on how intelligent they are. First is Gerald McReary. What a character Rockstar Games has created. He has a short temper, which clearly shows that he is not a man of control. He can only rock when someone is with him. Basically, average tier character. Real bad man. Now this might be a hot take because obviously this guy suffers from some sort of disorder. He can barely act normal, let alone be a genius mastermind. I'm going to drop him to the dumb tier. Now we have Little Jacob. Just because he has little in his name, that doesn't mean he is a mediocre rapper. He is actually good at what he does. There is no moral judging. He is not pure intelligent because he makes a good amount of nonsense moves, but still, I'm going to place him in the somewhat intelligent tier. He belongs perfectly there. Elena Faustin. Okay. She was clearly not the intelligent figure we were looking for. Her role in the game wasn't that major, and most often she made pretty dumb decisions. Being ignorant in the GTA world will take you nowhere. Dumb tier, Flaubert. Her character was almost like Ilyena, but she was a little cleverer than Ilyena, and that's why I'm going to place her in the average tier. We still have no geniuses yet. Mallory Bardas. Okay, agree or not, she was a major player in the story, and the ending affects her too because of your choices. Mallory is more of an I know what I'm doing type of character, and she doesn't hesitate. Yeah, she gets wrong, but in the process she also does something right. Somewhat intelligent tier. Dwayne Forge. One of the few good guys in the game. Seriously, even though this guy was a criminal like almost every GTA character, he was still doing good stuff. Although he lacked the high-end genius personality, he will still go to the somewhat intelligent tier. The next one is Angie Pegorino. Despite her involvement in the criminal world, Angie Pegorino displays a level of intelligence. She plays a strategic role and exhibits a certain cunning, placing her in the somewhat intelligent tier. Ray Boccino. Ray Boccino's manipulative and cunning nature suggests a higher intelligence level. I mean, he was the type of character you expect straight out of a Godfather movie. His schemes and influence in the criminal underworld earn him a spot in the genius tier. Jimmy Pegorino. As the head of the Pegorino crime family, Jimmy Pegorino demonstrates a certain level of intelligence in managing criminal operations, placing him in the intelligent tier. He could have been genius, but I think he lacks somewhat. Next up is Gordon Sargent. Not a super important character. It barely gets any meaningful attention. Just an average guy who does average things. So my pick is the average tier. Darko Brevic. Darko Brevic's actions and role in the storyline suggest a lack of intelligence. His choices contribute to his downfall. Satisfying or not, I'm going to place him in the dumb tier. Bernie Crane. I kind of like this character, not gonna lie. Bernie Crane demonstrates intelligence in handling his situation and relationships, placing him in the somewhat intelligent tier. That would be fair for him. Next is Mikhail Faustin. Now to dissect him, we have to look into his actions. Mikhail Faustin's impulsive and erratic behavior suggests a lack of control and intelligence. You can't be intelligent if you are like Mikhail, placing him in the dumb tier. United Paperman. Weird name, no doubt. Just because his name is weird, that doesn't make him any special. He is just an oh, this guy was in the game too type of character. Average tier. Manny Escuela. Somehow not related to Javier Escuela. Manny Escuela's idealistic nature and choices may not align with strategic intelligence. He tries, but that simply doesn't work, placing him in the average tier. Michael Keane. Michael Keane's role in the narrative doesn't highlight exceptional intelligence. He is just there as a filler most of the time, placing him in the average tier. Karen Daniels. Karen Daniels, while part of law enforcement, doesn't showcase extraordinary intelligence. She could have been way higher if it wasn't for her decision-making. Average tier. Patrick McReary. I absolutely love his character. Patrick McReary's criminal activities and overall personality prove a certain level of intelligence. He isn't your average day worker, placing him in the somewhat intelligent tier. Carmen Ortiz. What can be said about this character? Which is basically nothing if you ask me. She feels 2D half of the time, and when she doesn't, she shows no sign of being intelligent. Average user. Phil Bell. Okay, Phil is one of those characters in GTA 4 that actually shows that we know what we need to do. He is definitely going to be in the intelligent tier. Isaac Roth's strategic role in the criminal world suggests higher intelligence, but that's not without flaws and mistakes. Somewhat intelligent tier. Francis McReary. Okay, Francis McReary's position in law enforcement and strategic decisions indicate intelligence. Many characters were dependent on him, placing him in the intelligent tier. Kate McReary. Kate McReary's character doesn't particularly emphasize exceptional intelligence. She is simply not the type of character you expect to be intelligent. Placing her in the average tier would be fair and all right. Brucey Kibbutz. Brucey Kibbutz's personality may not showcase traditional intelligence, but his success in certain ventures suggests a level of cunning, placing him in the somewhat intelligent tier. Vladimir Glebov. Vlad's impulsive and reckless behavior indicates a lack of intelligence. He was just a burden. Dumb tier. Dmitry Raskolov. This guy was cunning and shady as hell. He just couldn't relax, always making moves. Gotta be in the genius tier. Derek McReary's choices and struggles may not necessarily highlight exceptional intelligence, placing him in the average tier. Kiki Jenkins. I don't remember much of her character, even after many playthroughs, but I can still tell she wasn't among the brightest. Average tier. John Gravelli. As the head of the Gambetti crime family, John Gravelli displays intelligence whenever needed. They couldn't be what they are without him, placing him in the intelligent tier. And finally, Elizabetta Torres. In my opinion, she is going to be somewhat intelligent, and there's not much of a debate about her. She is smart and full of knowledge, but her brain doesn't run at that speed. So this was my list, and I hope you enjoyed the video. You can comment down on what changes you would make to the list, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and have a nice day.